The Churn is a community hub located in the centre of Cirencester that serves Cirencester and all the surrounding villages. It's a charity working in a rural location, supporting people and responding to people's needs. Over the years that we've been in existence, we've always listened to our community and thought really hard about the services and the support that people would like and people require. We offer a range of support from complex individual help to structured programs addressing issues such as mental health and parenting, linking to social wellbeing groups and community projects, giving people real choice to reduce isolation and improve wellbeing in ways that work for them.
Everybody's journey is unique and it's different, and every person is different. And I think that's what we are really good at the Churn, is understanding that not everybody fits into the same box, and therefore one thing doesn't fit all. And I think we're really good at then saying to people, actually, we understand you and we want to work with you, and we will do everything we can to make those changes that you want.
My name's Alice and I'm a new mum.
My name is Adam and I am now a music student.
My name's Julian, I'm 66.
My name is Delise from Ghana.
My name's Jodie and we've been receiving support from the Churn for the last 12 months. I was introduced to the Churn via school from my son. He's currently in school for only 2 hours a day, which has been, it's really impacted both of our lives. It's meant that I've had to put a pause on working, which has been quite isolating. And financially the struggle has been, quite huge. He's currently going through an ADHD assessment. I've really struggled as a single mum with a child with SEND needs. It's been really, really difficult. And sometimes, it has felt quite isolating. You felt quite lonely at times.
I was home very lonely. My partner goes to work and I'll be alone. I got pregnant with twin boys. Kelvin and Kevin has delayed in speech and then delayed in development. It's very, very stressful. At first, you can communicate with them, but now, little communication is helping. So when it's time for us to come here, the group teaches them how to draw, how to eat, how to sing, how to pronounce words. Now I'm happy because I think there is a little development, and as times go on, it will be better.
I went through a lot of trauma as a child. So when I was a really young age, my mum was in a domestically abusive relationship. Mentally, it's carried on through adulthood.
It was quite a traumatic experience for me. I had family problems at home. There was a lot of abuse going on, so I was in care from a really young age, at the age of 11. I was in there for 7 years, moved around 15 different homes. I struggled a lot, missing my mum every day. I came to the Churn for my mental health problems and just being able to interact with other people. My first time with the Churn, I started to come to chat and connect on a Friday. The people that were here, they helped me to settle in well. I was able to have counselling, being able to go on trips. I study maths and English as well at the Churn. The Churn has supported me with my music, pushing me to go further in life. And then I've decided to do 2 years of being here before I wanted to become a volunteer for the Churn. Volunteering has made me more confident myself.
The reason I was introduced to the Churn was because my wife of nearly 40 years suddenly announced she wanted a divorce, which took me completely by surprise, and I was completely floored. One of the reasons my wife left me was because I was drinking rather too much alcohol. When she left, that's when I became an alcoholic. And I can't remember how many times I've been into the hospital to be detoxed. And as part of sort of trying to reintegrate myself with society, somebody suggested I go to the men's shed.
Why do I come to the shed? Because of the comradeship that you got up here that has lifted me out of a depression. And it is so encouraging to see myself and others doing that with other people.
It means a lot because I've met so many lovely people.
I'm smiling now because they're still friends, we still talk all the time. I was actually messaging someone today that's helped me with a work thing. It was an environment that had everything that you could possibly want, to have that support and just knowledge sharing. It became a real community for me, and I know a lot of other mums. Me and my wife came each week in the lead up to having Rafferty, and it felt such an inclusive environment where being in a same-sex relationship wasn't any sort of issue. It was a really welcoming and warm environment.
I'm Liz, and my husband has got Alzheimer's dementia. He's had it for a few years and it's definitely getting much worse. I used to be a nurse. It's very easy to nurse someone who's ill, who's got something wrong with them, but when it's your husband, it makes it very difficult. So it's been I've certainly got a lot out of it. It's an hour or 2 hours when we come and chat amongst ourselves and talk about how our week's gone and the problems we've had. It's just a way of getting support and feeling that there are other people around who are going through the same problems, really.
I think mentally, if I didn't have the support, I would be in a difficult position. It would just be quite a lonely, isolating time for me.
There's a chap at the Churn who's very sympathetic and very knowledgeable about these things, and I made an appointment to come and see him here at the Churn. He's a qualified mental health nurse. Now I've been sober for over 9 months. I'm not really finding it a struggle, so I'm beginning to find my feet, and to a large extent that's down to the Churn. People do have difficult times in their lives. Each of us is unique. You can't judge everybody objectively or even treat them objectively. Sometimes they just need a sympathetic ear, and they get that here at the Churn, certainly, but more to the point, they get practical help. There are lots of facilities with social services and the local authorities. They tend to be rather constrained as to what they do, what they deal with, whereas the Churn is more adaptive, and that's its greatest strength, I think.
The Churn is about community. It's about reducing isolation. It's about making connections, and it's about having a non-judgmental and safe place for people to come for help and support.